Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at Minnesota, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. We're going to be watching Joakim Noah in this one, former Defensive Player of the Year. What he gives this team goes far beyond what you see in the stat sheet, though. And Shaq, you used to go surfing with him in Hawaii.
Surfing?
Is this correct? Is this correct?
Yeah, we had to stop because, he's a wild child. I'm out there one day. He's behind me. I fall off. When I come up, his surfboard hits me in the head. I got a gash on my head. So no more surfing with me.
Oh, that's where that gash came from?
Yeah.
What?
From him. But,
Come on,
yes,
man.
Yeah, but, he's my guy. What I like about him is his energy and presence on the floor rub off on everyone else on the team. He's an emotional leader, and the way he plays, it just motivates everybody out there. But no more surfing for me in this game.
Have you been surfing with Joe?
Never been, but I didn't know he was that team-oriented where he would just, be part of a surf crew. But that guy plays great on both ends of the floor. His passing ability, his leadership, what makes him different. But now his surfing skills makes him the best NBA center.
You really believe he went surfing with Joakim Noah?
I would love the video from that.
Let's meet the visiting team, Minnesota Timberwolves. At power forward, Kevin Garnett. At point guard, Ricky Rubio. At center, Karl Anthony Towns. At the other guard position, Kevin Martin. At the other forward position, Andrew Wiggins. The head coach of the visiting team is Flip Saunders. Starting in small forward, at 6'9", number 34, Mike Dunleavy. The man in the middle from Florida, 6'11", number 13, Joakim Noah. And in guard, 6'3", from Memphis, number 1, Derrick Rose. At guard, 6'7", from Marquette, number 21, Jimmy Butler. The other forward position, 7 feet, number 16, Pau Gasol. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Chicago Bulls.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to Miami. And boy, they really got humiliated at home. They got flat out dominated in that game, guys.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Garnett out there with Towns. And it's Rubio in at the point. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin. You saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who moments ago spoke with head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what do you have to say?
One player he said he's worried about in this game is Pau Gasol. He said with his length and touch, it's really hard to bother that shot. We're going to try to be physical with him, body him up early, and deny him position. And guys, that's what a lot of teams try with Gasol. Force him to really battle through contact. We'll see how it works.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now, here's Rubio. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, and Wiggins throws it down.
You really got to be exactly on the same page to connect on that long alley-oop.
And even then, it's a tough play.
I tell you what, the pass and the catch were both next to impossible.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Pass to Gasol. To the right side. Rose against Rubio. The 11-footer. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Dunleavy's got his first basket of the night. There's the pick. Garnett, the screen. Rubio dishes to Wiggins. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And it's 7 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Kevin Garnett sacrificing his body on the defender there.
Butler passes to Dunleavy. This one for three, and Jimmy Butler with the three. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. That's good.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Butler, coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Dunleavy for three, score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay. And a lot of teams in the West can at least get a little bit of a breather when they go against the Eastern teams. The Wolves didn't have that last year. They got pummeled by the entire conference.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Butler.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Greg, as you said, with the Wolves, they had as hard a time with the East as anyone. Only managed a 9-21 record, Clark, out of conference.
And those 9 wins were the fewest against the East for any team in the NBA. Not a surprise given how badly the Wolves struggled in general.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the evening.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Rose. A 20-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City. Noah kicks to Rose. Back to Noah. And there's the pass to Dunleavy. His three-pointers off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Now Rubio. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Garnett, the screen. Here's Martin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long clock as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean,
right.
You rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Here's Gasol after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Bulls moving the ball around. Dishes to Dunleavy. Butler on the wing. 6 to shoot. And he's good on the 3 ball. Butler's got 6.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And with Gibbs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team and the way they approach the game.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Tony Snell's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 8.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
And Gibson sends it back. From deep. Rebound by Dang. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Prince. Miller outside. Gibson with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Gibson. Nobody back. Rips down the breakaway slam.
You guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul. Five seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Miller penetrating. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Prince, that's for 2. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Plenty of offense in the